guys, it's Lonan and welcome back, or welcome to my channel. It's been a hot minute since I've been here. I'm doing a get to know me because I'm sure a lot of people watching this don't actually know who I am. Even people that might have been subscribed to me in the past. I am a very different person now, so I thought I'd just do a little update video slash get to know me slash question and answer. Just want to address a couple of things first. This on my head, I know what you're thinking, like how many birds are up there. This is the monstrosity that is called lockdown here. So I currently have a bit of a nest on my head, but ignore it. I probably just brought a lot more attention to it, but we're gonna try and ignore that and just move past that because that's what I'm trying to do. I was gonna wear a hat, but I have a bucket hat and it's like beige. It's really nice, but when I put it on, I literally look like the hump on a camel's back. Anyway, I'm gonna answer some questions. I popped up my Instagram, which I'll put on the screen. I also do have TikTok, which will be linked in the description. Instagram is kind of my main platform, so if anyone wants to find me over there, give me a follow. I'm sure everyone came from Instagram, but anyway. Also, want to just address and thank everyone who's been giving me support on my Instagram recently. I've just been really like feeling the love over on Instagram recently because I'm kind of like getting more into my fashion blogging slash, I don't really like the word influencing, but that kind of a thing. I'm working on growing my Instagram, and I put up my first ever talking story yesterday and I got like 50 responses of being like, please do more of this. And I was like, what? I was so surprised. I was like, 50 people actually said that this was good. And then I put up polls and I'm getting like hundreds of people voting on these polls. I'm like, what the hell? And people are like really interacting with my stories. I'm like, this is great. Like, that's a really good response for the first time I'm putting up something like that on my Instagram. Anyways, just want to say thank you for all the love because it honestly means so much and it helps me boost my confidence to do more of this kind of a thing, hence why I'm here today. So let's get started on the video. I asked on Instagram, someone said, what height are you? That's such an awkward thing to start with, but I think I'm 5'10". I don't actually know for sure, but one time I said on my Instagram I was 6 foot and I got so many people text me being like, you are not 6 foot, pipe down. I just dug a hole, didn't I? Okay, so I'm just gonna do a couple of basic things first, a little bit of it. I get a bit of info about myself. So I'm 18, my name is Lonan. I am Irish, a bit obvious with my accent, but my dad's English. A lot of people ask me what I'm studying, so I'm actually doing a PLC at the minute. I feel like a lot of people look down on PLCs. At first I was a bit unsure, I was a bit like, oh my god, I'm like, what's going on with my life? But I'm really glad I'm doing a PLC in business because it's kind of opened my eyes to what I want to do this year, because I was originally going to do a business course. I was originally going to do a business course in Northumbria in Newcastle, but then COVID came along, kind of took its foot in the ground, so that didn't happen. Now after doing the business PLC, I'm halfway through now, I'm like, is business what I want to do? Yes, but is business just what I want to do? No. So I'm kind of more like leaning towards doing business with fashion or fashion management or something along those lines, because business is amazing, love business, but I want to do something a bit more creative within business. So some people ask me what's my future plans. I'll get into that in a second. But to answer your question, I am studying business. Someone said, what is your plan for 2021? What are your plans for the future? Was another one. So basically, with my education, I have just applied back to England. You have to reapply again if you want to study in England. So I've applied to Newcastle and Manchester and one uni in London. A bit awkward though with the Brexit situation, so I'm not sure what's going to happen there. I've applied to Amsterdam for a MIFI, or Amfi? Amsterdam Fashion Institute, it must be Amfi, yeah. I've applied to Amsterdam University of Amsterdam, not sure of the name. I've applied to Paris University. Not sure where I'm going to be in September. I've also applied again to CAO, but I won't complain if I'm staying here because I'm very happy here, but I'm always up for trying something new. That's why I applied to somewhere abroad, which another person asked, if you're so happy here, why do you want to move abroad? And the answer to that is because it's not really that I'm moving abroad to get away from here, because I quite like life here, but it's more just to try something new. Are you single? Someone said. Yes, of course I am. I actually quite enjoy the single life, but then again, I do like parts of a relationship, but I'm quite happily single at the minute. Where do I work? I work in River Island only since start of December. Now we're going into the start of January, but we're just closed now. We closed on the 31st, I think, because of the new restrictions. So that's where I'm working. I have a permanent contract, so I probably will be there for quite a while. Do I have any filler? Quite confused I got that question. I don't think I look like I have any filler anyway. I literally have no top lip. So no, I don't have any filler. I would like to get a lip filler though. Not like baboon lips. No hate to anyone that has them, but they're just not the vibe I want. I really like natural lip filler and I don't have a top lip, so that would be something I would probably get. Aside from that, I'm quite happy with my face shape. I've nothing like that I would want to get filler for, although I seen a thing on TikTok, it was like a chin lift, and like all of this area around here was just like sucked in and lifted. I would like to get that, and Invisalign is something I would like to get done as well. Why did you stop YouTube in the first place? Okay, that's a good one. Properly in like the start of 2018, I think, purely because I just wasn't feeling the vibe at all. It wasn't what I wanted to do. My makeup back then was shockingly bad and I was just busy with life. It wasn't something I was crazy interested in, so I just stopped. Then I started again in July 2018. That was grand. Tried to make something of that and I did enjoy that, but again, then school came into play and I was like starting my leaving cycle. It was just a really awkward time. So then I did my leaving cert. I wanted to start my YouTube again in the first lockdown, and then my computer, I just got a new MacBook when I went to Amsterdam. My computer storage was just like, no, that's not possible. So that's what happened, and then we're back here now because I was like, I need to fix the storage situation anyway. And then when I finally got it fixed, I was like, okay, let's get back to YouTube. So the grind was always kind of there. I've wanted to do this for so long, and it wasn't a situation where like I was putting it off or anything. It was just like my computer was just like not cooperating with me. That's pretty much what it was. And back in 2018 it was to do with school, so that's pretty much why I stopped. It wasn't like, oh my god, I hate this, I need to stop. Netflix recommendations. A lot of people come to me for Netflix recommendations and anything really shows. I'm gonna do a separate thing about that on my Instagram because I feel like I have so many shows. Like people, if I like a show, I literally will promote it to everyone. Like I would be like head of marketing for like Schitt's Creek. I'd literally tell the postman, the bin man, the delivery man, like I tell every Tom, Dick and Harry to watch that show. Like there's so many shows that I get so invested in, and I'm like, if you don't watch this, like I will do a separate thing about that on my Instagram because I don't want to turn this video into a Netflix suggestions video or like show suggestions, because that will just take away from the point of the video. But what's your daily coffee order? Okay, so fun fact about me, I'm a heavy coffee drinker. I change my order constantly. One thing that always stays the same is the milk. I always get oat milk no matter what it is. So it could be a chai latte with oat milk, an iced caramel with oat. No, sorry. Sometimes I get iced caramel with coconut, matcha latte with oat. The local coffee shop that I'd say it's my coffee shop because that's the one I always go to, has like a ton of different syrups, like 20 different syrups, so I switch it up all the time. What I'm liking recently is this like white chocolate and peanut butter syrup, I think it is, in a mocha with oat milk. Very, very rich, but very nice if you like that kind of thing. If I'm making a coffee at home, it'll usually be a salted caramel double espresso with oat as well. Yeah. Do you ever receive any nasty texts or comments from people slash experience hate or bullying? Honestly, no. I never receive any backlash or like nasty people commenting under my things. Like maybe when I was like 12 or something, I would get the odd comment that would like put me in a huff, but like reading them back now, I just laugh. Like I think I'm pretty thick skin. Never really experienced any hate. I was never really bullied in secondary school that I can remember of, which is also a good thing. Yeah, I'm just really lucky that everyone is nice. That's pretty much it. Where do I buy most of my clothes? Okay, it's actually really bad. I have an addiction to Weekday. This is from Weekday. Like half my wardrobe is from Weekday. ASOS, I'd say. I've ordered a couple of things off Shein recently, but don't really want to promote that because it's fast fashion. I shop a lot from Farfetch rather than like, I know we have Brown Thomas in Ireland, but when you're buying a lot of designer stuff, I'd say if you buy quite a lot of designer, you'd want to kind of stick with the one place. Stradivarius sometimes. Farfetch sells a ton of brands, so I suppose that kind of like is all under the roof. ASOS, same, does a lot of brands. Yeah, I'd say that's about it. What's my go-to everyday shoes? Probably my Balenciaga track, purely because I have a white pair and a black pair. They go with anything, they're super comfy. You can wear it with a dressy look or with a casual look, you can dress it up or down, so probably the tracks. What tan do you use? Why do you always look so tan in your pictures on Instagram? I presume the person means. Right now my face and hand are a different colour because I didn't want to tan my face because of pores. Didn't really want to go into that territory, so I just tan my body, and then with Instagram I probably just face tune my face to a darker colour. So the tan I'm currently using is the Bare by Vogue Williams tan. Only tried that out for the first time and honestly definitely will be using it again. It doesn't have a smell, the colour is nice and it blends nicely, so I suppose that's the tan I will be using again. How did you get your skin so clear? I remember you used to have acne years ago, did that just grow out? God, people actually remember mini me, that's okay. I got onto Roaccutane when I was 16. So I got put on Roaccutane. Previously to that I was on these skin tablets. They did sweet gold, so I got put onto Roaccutane and that kind of like completely lifted everything. I was on Roaccutane and since then I literally use cotton pads and water to clean my skin. I don't use any product on my skin because it is quite sensitive after I was on the process. But overall, the whole process of Roaccutane, it was quite intense. Also, it was very, very hard to get on. I was on a waiting list for so long, I think. What does your diet consist of, lol? You're always eating out. What does my diet consist of? I have a very Mediterranean diet. So go-to breakfast dish is usually like scrambled eggs on sourdough or avocado with Parmesan and Parma ham. Bit of a mouthful. Then I'd have my breakfast often just a coffee. Honestly, not a big breakfast person. I just have normally avocado or eggs or both, or salmon actually sometimes. Lunch, soup. I love a good tomato and basil soup. I only really eat when I'm hungry, which probably isn't great, but normally that would be like two meals a day and then a snacky thing usually. And then for dinner, always like pasta, fish, love fish, chicken, and I also love Chinese. I eat Chinese food all the time, or sushi actually. Japanese food and Chinese food is a bit of me. Why did you stop wearing makeup? You were so good. A lot of people ask me this, like, that I haven't seen in a while, but like, oh, how come you don't wear makeup anymore? Long story short, it just wasn't me. I feel like I was just trying to be this person I wasn't, and like I enjoy makeup and doing makeup, but on myself as a person I just think it's like not really who I am. Just wasn't matching up with my personality, and it just was to a point where I was like, I'm doing this for the sake of doing it, not because I want to do it. What are your goals for 2021 New Year's resolutions? Okay, have a couple. 1, YouTube. That was kind of like more so a to-do list than a goal, so here we are. 2, talk on my Instagram stories regularly. 3, grow my Instagram and up my Instagram game. 4, be healthy, work out, run, and drink a lot of water. That's kind of 3 in 1. Manifest more. I'm really into manifestation, but the last like month I just have completely zoned out. I haven't done any manifestation at all. How do you take the coolest pictures ever? Well, firstly, thank you for the compliment, and secondly, I'm gonna do a separate video for Instagram advice on shooting, editing, poses, growing your Instagram. I'm gonna do a whole series actually on that kind of thing. Favorite place to go on holidays? I think this is like somewhere I've been before. Honestly, there's not really anywhere that I've been that I've like just been meh about. I love everywhere I go. I'll just say Australia, because Australia is just one of them places that it's got so much to it. It's literally incredible. White sand, blue seas, like it's really just a vibe over there. I would love to go back sometime soon. What do you miss most about normal life? Traveling 150%. I miss my family in England more than anything. Yeah, that's like the top of... Oh, if you could live anywhere in the world, where would you live? In a dream situation, I'd love to live in Italy, but don't speak Italian. That's where I'd like to live in the world, purely because of the climate. I'm such a sun person. Also, the food in Italy, as I said. Style inspirations. I was hoping someone would ask that. So my style inspirations from Instagram are probably Curly Fry's feed, and he has 2 friends. One's called Regan Walker and one's called Joseph, I think. Look on his page, but basically they're like the 3 people I go to for style inspiration. Yeah, I'll wrap it up there because I don't want to ramble. I feel like this video is going to be like 20 minutes long. That is pretty much it for my first video. So yeah, hopefully when my channel, their uploads become more regular, you kind of start to see a bit more of my personality. This video was definitely very serious, so hopefully it was still entertaining, even though I'm very like serious. I don't know why I've spoken in this entire video like I'm in like a business meeting or something. I'm gonna leave it there. As I said earlier on, if you want to check out my Instagram, you will know straight away about my uploads on YouTube. I'm very active on my Instagram recently, so if you want to stay in touch, I respond to pretty much all of my DMs that I get. I post there every day pretty much. I want to do a big Chinese, like a fat Chinese Friday night dinner sort of a situation. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and let me know down below if you enjoyed. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you all next time.